Welcome to Sportwrap on NTV. I'm Ashwin Betty, bringing you all the latest sport updates, action-packed highlights, and exclusive insights. Today we dive into major sponsorship deals, intense tournaments, and thrilling championship battles. Plus, we zoom in on key sporting events shaping the future, particularly when it comes to NRU. And then Javon Wilson and Brian Munango are also going to be talking about some betting tips over the weekend. I don't bet, but I think you do, and you might need some help before you put some money down. And also globe-trotting segment with Ari Hogan, making sure that we stay locked in on everything happening sport-wise internationally. My name is Ashwin Betty, DSTV 285, GoTV 25, oneup2.com, and Network Media Hub on YouTube is where you can find us. Breathe. It's time for the hit list. Now, GAC Investment has committed 300,000 Namibian dollars over 3 years to the Dion Horto Foundation to support football and sports facility development in Swakopmund. The sponsorship agreement was signed in Johannesburg by GAC Investment CEO Godwin Clutter and DHF chairperson Carl Pesata. Dion Horto expressed his gratitude, emphasizing the foundation's mission to provide world-class facilities and opportunities for underprivileged children. DHF, launched in June 2024, has already secured 3 million Namibian dollars for a 10,000-seat stadium in Mondesa. Certainly looking forward to seeing those developments. Staying with football, the Namibia Football Association is calling on corporate sponsors to back the NFA Cup, the country's premier knockout football competition. President Robert Shimoshili highlighted the tournament's importance, providing exposure for clubs across all divisions and determining Namibia's CAF Champions League representative. The last edition, sponsored by PST Bet with 6 million Namibian dollars, saw African Stars and Ongos Ladies FC emerged victorious. African Stars remain the most successful team in the Cup's history, having won it 6 times since 1990. My goodness, I was born in 1990. African Stars, what a streak. Let's see if you can keep it up. Now, it's time for some rugby. The much-anticipated Castle Lite 10-a-side rugby tournament begins today at Trusco United Rugby Club and promises an electrifying 2-day spectacle. As the traditional season opener, it gives teams a chance to showcase new talent and strategies. Premier Division champions will walk away with 15,000 Namibian dollars, while winners in the reserve and women's leagues will also claim significant prizes. Make sure you catch the action live on NTV, DSTV 285, GoTV 25, or oneup2.com and Network Media Hub on YouTube. Let's swing into some golf. Kyle Johnson from Walvis Bay Golf Club has been Namibia's standout performer at the African Amateur Golf Championship in Mpumalanga, South Africa. With consistent rounds of 74, Johnson sits in joint 12th place, while teammate Likias Nande barely made the cut at 39th. Unfortunately, 3 other Namibian golfers failed to qualify for the final rounds. South Africa's Roelof Craig currently leads the leaderboard. We certainly wish the lad all the best. Now, the Central Volleyball Association Beach Volleyball League continues this weekend at Ashipena Secondary School in Windhoek. With 23 teams competing in men's and women's divisions, the race for the championship is intensifying. Today's men's fixtures start at 3 p.m. Well, they started actually already, with key battles throughout the evening. The women's competition kicks off on Saturday at 9 a.m., promising another day of high-energy matches. Now, Ferrer, Lusa and Dricus Coetzee, our cycling legends, will not defend their Namibian road cycling titles this weekend as they compete internationally. The Nedbank Namibian National Road Cycling Championships, hosted by the Namibia Cycling Federation, begin with the individual time trial followed by Sunday's road race. With Lusa and Coetzee absent, the battle is wide open, with names like Martin Freya, Jacques Hanekom and Brandon Plakey expected to contend for top honors. That has been our hit list on Sportwrap. After the break, we zoom in on the NRU. That's the Namibia Rugby Union.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
I'm curious, what was your nickname for rugby in high school? I know we called it Ragas. The Namibia Rugby Union has outlined key developments aimed at strengthening Namibian rugby. Senior journalist Otis Daniels attended the announcement and shares the insights.
Morning, everyone. I would like to welcome everyone to this, I would say this important and significant event. The Namibia Rugby Union and MTC is thrilled to announce and outline pivotal development and future strategies aimed at strengthening Namibian rugby. We welcome all media members and also our rugby stakeholders following rugby in Namibia and all enthusiasts to this significant event. So I'm going to immediately hand over to my Vice President Governance to also share a few words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. The press conference serves as a platform to share valuable updates on the NRU's commitment to advancing rugby across Namibia. Attendees will gain insight into the upcoming events, strategic initiatives, and plans to elevate the sport both nationally and internationally. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so key highlights to be announced. The highly anticipated MTC Regional 15s tournament will showcase the best rugby talent from across Namibia. This event is designed to provide regional players with a platform to demonstrate their skills and secure opportunities to progress within the national rugby structure. The kickoff dates of the Regional 15s would be 22nd February 2025 in Windhoek. The second leg will be 1st of March 2025 in Rehoboth, and then the 8th of March 2025, which will be in Windhoek again. Okay. So the national team program preparations for the African Cup, which is obviously also our World Cup qualifiers. As Namibia aims to secure qualification for the 2027 Rugby World Cup, the national team's preparations for the Africa Cup in July 2025 will be a key focus. The competition is a crucial step in Namibia's journey toward global rugby success. The following fixtures are confirmed as part of our preparations. First, we have Namibia versus Boland, which is the 22nd of February, which is changed to the 21st, right?
Yeah, 21st.
21st of February 2025, which will be in Windhoek at the Hagi Geingob Stadium. Namibia versus the Blue Bulls, 17th of June 2025, which will be a coastal venue to be confirmed, to be announced later on. So Namibia versus the Blue Bulls, again on the 21st of June 2025, which will be in Windhoek. Additional fixtures against the Barbarian side, which will be local-based players, under confirmation, and it will be announced in due course.
Yep. So this is a very important period for us, and we basically want to thank MTC for coming on board, making this opportunity or this development, playing a pivotal role in this. Before I hand over to Mr. Rastus to share his powerful...
Exciting times ahead for Namibian rugby, and we will be front seat for all of it. Right about now, We're about to swing over to a conversation between Brian Mnango and Javon Wilson, which involves an activity that has become more robust, particularly in Namibia, which is betting. JSB Sports betting tips coming to you straight up on Sportwrap, so you don't make too many mistakes. You need to have a level mind and let the experts guide you. After that, Ari Hogard will take us globe trotting. But from me, Ashwin Berry, have a wonderful weekend.
I am joined by Javon Wilson. Brother, man, nice to have you back in studio.
I'm glad to be back. Looking lovely and orange out here. Yeah, I've blend in with the furniture, I guess.
I think look at the I spoke about this last week, but the orange in the mix.
Yeah.
It suits with the orange of JSB.
It does. It's a partnership that was meant to be.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said last week. Did you watch the episode?
Yeah, I watched the episode.
And you got that from me. Okay, cool. Look, we have a lot to talk about, right? 2025 has kicked off on a wonderful note for you. Let's start off with the wedding. The wedding took place in the hand clap there. Sylvanus, please. Yeah, those are the pictures. I got the pictures from you. Bro, wonderful pictures. So huge congratulations to you. But yeah, just tell me, how was it? How was the wedding? You attended the gala, I think.
The day before.
The day before.
It's not really the gala. It's just the horse racing event. But I was quite sober for that. Hence the big day, the following day.
Yeah.
It was easy. Obviously the chapel, the ceremony was a bit nerve-wracking. So Jesse spoke about Sir Alex Ferguson chewing the gum earlier on in his prime, in his seasons.
Yeah.
So I was Sir Alex on my ceremony day. I was chewing quite a lot of gum. I think that was just to handle the nerves a bit.
Yeah, I think Michelle explained it well when she said it helps with the nerves if you're chewing on gum. So I'm glad you actually were chewing on gum to help you calm the nerves. But yeah, let's get into business. I mean, wonderful wedding. The pictures looked amazing. Man is happily married now. Exciting moves for 2025.
Thank you very much. Yeah, hopefully we can also try and make the public, the punters out there, a bit of cash this weekend. I know I need it because, as you said, the wedding to recover that. But yeah, let's see what we can give to the punters out there.
Okay, cool. Like Javon said, not to waste any time, we are actually here to give you guys some tips on how you guys can make some money. So let's have a look at the fixtures that we do have coming up this weekend. Javon, in the FA Cup, there are a lot of favorable fixtures. I just want us to run through them before we do get to your bet slips. Leeds United play Millwall. A few Premier League teams are in action, like Man City take on Leighton, Burnley take on Southampton. That's a tough game. Bournemouth take on Everton. I am convinced about that game just because of you. You gave me insight on that game, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. Fulham take on Wigan Athletic. That's another good game for the Premier League side. Wycombe Wanderers take on a Championship side, and Premier League fixture between Brighton and Chelsea on Saturday. What are your thoughts on the games for Saturday?
Look, Leeds United are on form. I think they're scoring a lot of goals this season, so at home, I would definitely give them the win against Millwall there. That's actually also consider that a banker for anyone out there.
Okay.
When it comes to the Premier League sides playing the lower division sides, look, this is not the Carabao Cup, so I would always go for, especially at this stage of the tournament, the fourth round, I would always go with the Premier League sides, whether they are playing away, like City away to Leighton Orient there. I think that's also a banker. We're offering currently close to even money for City to win that match. So there's really no value there up until you add it to a multiple bet.
Yeah.
Southampton also gives the Saints the win against Burnley. I'll pick that out. What else is there? Ipswich, maybe I'm not too certain about them playing away to the Coventry.
Yeah.
Fulham, I'm confident about them going away to Wigan. I think they can handle that. And then I'll go with, lastly, perhaps Newcastle and Birmingham. The Brighton and Chelsea fixture is a bit tricky, as you said. You just never know what's gonna happen there, especially with Chelsea's form lately. It's been inconsistent, so I'll go both teams to score there.
I think we can all agree that we miss Javon's football knowledge in studio. Like I said, when it comes to making money, you can't have anyone else but Javon help you with the tips. On your bet slip, you did say Chelsea are going to win, but we'll be talking about that a little bit later. We do have some fixtures on Sunday as well, so we'll be having a look at those fixtures. Javon, run us through those.
Wolves. I'll go with the Wolves. I think they're catching form lately, especially in the Premier League. I think they're doing really well. Just been a bit unlucky up front to score goals, but I can easily give them the win there. Same for Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool are flying.
You saw yesterday.
You saw how they played against Spurs, so I'll definitely go with Liverpool there. And then Aston Villa Spurs. You see, Spurs are Spurs, eh? they're just not They're not the team that we thought they would be. Usually they start off well.
They always do.
And said last season that the second season is his. It's going to be more promising. I think he did worse this season than what he did in his initial one. I would definitely go with the Villa, considering the signings that they made on deadline day.
Asensio.
Yeah, two-time
Marcus
Champions
Rashford.
League winner. Yeah. And they also have, what's his name? Marlon.
Marlon came in as well from Dortmund.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So I agree with you. Like Aston Villa did strengthen in the last minute. They got some good players in. Let's not waste time. Let's have a look at your bet slip. Just run me through what you were thinking with the likes of Chelsea and yeah, there's the first bet slip. So with Javon's first bet slip, we're going $200 put down for a total amount of 101 odds, and the payout is 22,000 Namibian dollars. So punters, if you jump on this one with a minimum of $50, you can easily win yourself close to $7,000. $10 gets you $1,000. So either way you win. So Javon, run me through. Chelsea for me is most probably the most interesting on the slip. 2.35 odds, Chelsea to win, a straight win for you. You never go crazy with the slips. That's what I like. And then another game worth mentioning is Cardiff City are playing Stoke. Those teams are both in the championship. I feel like I'm doubting you. And then the game between the two Premier League sides, Everton and Bournemouth, we have 2.42 odds there. Everton have been in good form. I'm sure you've been seeing that. But Bournemouth, we can't argue against. So yeah, just run me through what were your thoughts on this one?
Chelsea, as I said earlier on, the Chelsea-Brighton fixture, I might change that for both teams to score. I'm just not too certain. The other thing is Brighton, the way they were smashed the other day was quite embarrassing. I think that really hurt their ego. That's why I went with the Chelsea win there. I think Chelsea would look for a trophy this season, and I think the FA Cup is probably a good one for them. When it comes to the FA Cup or any cup competition, there's always a bit of magic. You know, there's always a bit of an upset there. So my upset would then be for Cardiff to beat Stoke.
Cardiff to beat Stoke.
Yeah, on a winter's night.
You always have those crazy things going on. Okay, you have a treble for us. I mean, the treble looks very nice. 4 odds. This one, you guys don't need to jump on with a lot of money. Javon went with, wait, what am I saying? $200 for $1,000.
Yeah, so this is just under 5 odds, almost 5 odds. This is always a big sport over the weekend. We have, as you mentioned, the Trickers fight Sunday morning. I hope everyone gets up 6 a.m. for that.
I'm getting up for that one. I have to.
And then we also have the big URC game in Cape Town, which is the Stormers and the Bulls. That's a massive one. I give it to the home side there. And then obviously we have the Madrid derby in Spain, which is a big one. I also go both teams to score there. You can add a couple of other games. There's some South African football this evening. I think Stellenbosch are hosting Kaizer Chiefs at the Athlone Stadium. I think Stellies can really prove a point there. I mean, Chiefs haven't been that great in the season thus far. And then obviously tomorrow the standout fixture over the weekend in the PSL is Mamelodi Sundowns hosting Orlando Pirates. The Pirates coming from that Soweto derby win, I think it'll be interesting. I think we're offering 3 odds for them and about 2 for Sundown. So there's great value over the weekend for the big sports and the massive games.
Okay, rugby is not my cup of tea. Stormers and Bulls, I really don't know who's who because, okay, I'm not going to give any comments on that one. But Duplessis, I really like. I've seen him in action. Adesanya lost the other day.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. The 35-year-old must now start considering maybe a different career. I'm starting to think 3 in a row is too much. But let's have a look at my bet slip. I think mine is always a bit safer than Javon's. I always go like slightly safer, so you guys can always check out my bet slips. But I went for Chelsea. I went for Manchester United. I'm very surprised that you did not bet for Manchester United. Javon and I are very big Manchester United fans. Like I said, Manchester United to win and both teams to score with Leicester City. I think we will concede against Leicester. Vardy likes a match against Manchester United. And then with Manchester City, I comfortably went for handicap 2. I think they might win with a margin of at least 3 or 4 with the form that they are currently in. Chelsea, the odds are too good to ignore for a straight win, so I didn't want to change that or mix that up with anything else. And then Bournemouth, this is basically just me going off what you said, but I think if we have to look at both teams on paper, Bournemouth are in better form than Everton. My odds come up to 23, and if you put down $40, that's what I was trying to do. You get yourself like $1,000, but I might push that up to maybe 100 to get 2.3. So yeah, those are the bet slip. The previous bet slips, we'll bring them up once again, so you guys can just get Javon's bet slips, and then you guys can take the code on those bet slips. I didn't add my code to mine, so if you guys copy the code, paste the code, automatically you do what Javon is doing, and if you know that you win, and then you also know that Javon is winning. But if you lose, I mean,
I like that
you guys-
United odds, the home and both teams to score. It's unfortunate we are inevitable, to concede goals.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but 2.4, I think that's decent odds. That's a good bet. Like 23 odds, put 100 rand down, 2,300 plus a little bit of a bonus perhaps. I think that's decent.
Okay, I think it's too soon to touch on the Champions League in the knockout stages. We do have some interesting fixtures.
We can. I mean, City, Real Madrid. That's a Champions League final on its own.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting. Considering City's form this season and without Rodri,
Yeah.
it's not going to be easy for them. But you never know in the Champions League. You never know with Pep what he might come up with. Another fixture that stands out for me is Brest. Start Brest up against PSG. PSG haven't been too convincing to me personally. I've watched them a couple of times. Lost some money on them as well. So I would definitely look at Brest. I would look at that, giving that a tip for the punters out there. Brest playing at home next week to PSG. I think Brest can definitely come home with the 3 points or with a win there.
You think that could be the upset for the week?
Yeah, I like Brest a lot. I like the good pure footballing side. They remind me a little bit of Bournemouth as well. Bournemouth also play pure football, so yeah, we have to wait and see.
Well, I think that's all the time that we do have for you guys today. But yes, you guys can be expecting these videos every Friday. Well, Javon and I will just be breaking down games, giving you guys some bet slips. I think let's have a look at one of your bet slips once more to just make sure that we are on the same page with the viewers, and they can always copy the code if they want to place Javon bet slip. Mine don't have codes yet, but I'll also make sure to share the code. There we have the code. So if you guys take the code 03129327, copy that code, enter it into your JSB, and then you can also have exactly the same bet slip. Stormers, you say they're going to beat Bulls, right?
Yeah, I mean, hosting them there in the Cape, I think they're the favorites there to win. As I said, you can add a couple of other games, like the Stellies, the one to increase the odds. There's a massive cricket game. We also have cricket now on our website. It's the My Cape Town team playing against the Eastern Cape Sunrisers. They're the current holders of the competition, the SA20. So we offer betting on that as well for clients that are into the cricket.
Sure. Like I said, JSB, bet with the best, always making sure that you guys are covered and you guys have a lot of options to bet on. It's just not football. Sylvanus was looking for dogs to bet on the other day. So now we also have him sorted to bet on his dogs.
Yeah, we have dogs, we have greyhounds, we have all types of dogs that he's looking for.
There you guys have it. But that's all the time that Javon and I have for you guys in studio. You can catch the video clip later on our Facebook page. We'll be posting it separately. It's also going up on our YouTube. So you can pause, go back, rewind, just in case you're watching this on TV. But that's all the time that Javon and I have in studio for you guys.
Thank you very much for having me back. I'm looking forward
Once
to the
again,
season ahead. Yeah.
Congratulations for the wedding.
Appreciate it, man.
And good luck, punters, with the weekend. Hopefully, I don't know whose slips you guys are jumping on. I would give advice, jump on mine, jump on his, put down small amounts here and there and see how it goes. Next week, Friday, we'll do a technical breakdown of how this bet slips went, and we'll let you guys know. But that's all the time that we do have for you.
Dreams are becoming a reality. With JSB Sports Betting, you can win life-changing money. Our biggest winner ever walked away with 7.4 million Namibian dollars. Why not you? Bet with JSB Sports Betting today and you could be next. Because here, anyone can be a winner.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first from England. It's the Carabao Cup. It was the semi-final, Liverpool hosting at home against Tottenham Hotspur. It was Tottenham Hotspur that came into the game with an aggregate lead of 1-0, but it was Liverpool that beat Tottenham Hotspur convincingly by 4-0 in the semi-final at home for an aggregate of 4-1. And it is Liverpool going into the final, and then they will play against Newcastle United. Newcastle United earlier in the week with a great result and great soccer for them, beating Arsenal by 4-0 on aggregate. The final of the Carabao Cup will be on the 16th of March, and that will be at the Wembley Stadium. Liverpool again in action, that is on Sunday, and that is this weekend in the FA Cup. That is fourth round action of the FA Cup. It's Liverpool that play on Sunday against Plymouth. That's a away game for Liverpool. And then the defending champions of the FA Cup in the fourth round, it is Manchester United. They play at home. Already on Friday evening, they play at home against Leicester City. On to rugby news. It is Six Nations Rugby that will continue this coming weekend, and it's Wales that's desperate for a win. That is after 13 consecutive losses, and they play away to Italy. That will be in Rome. That will be at the Stadio Olimpico, a difficult game for Wales as well. Coach Warren Gatland making 2 changes to the run on 15. That is the team that lost 43-0 in Paris against France the past weekend. It is number 8, Talope Falatau, that he passed a fitness test. He will be starting at number 8, and centre Eddie James comes in at centre. Other games in the Six Nations this coming weekend is England that will host France on Saturday, and then Scotland, they will host Ireland, and that game is played in Edinburgh at Murrayfield. To close off today's international sports news, it's SA20 cricket news, and the finalists have been confirmed for the final on Saturday. It's defending champions Sunrisers Eastern Cape. They beat the Paarl Royals in an eliminator at Centurion by 8 wickets, and they will play against the My Cape Town team. That final is on Saturday. What happened in the game was, it is the team from Paarl that batted first, 175 for 4 in their allotted 20 overs. Then the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, 177 for 2, with Tony De Zorsi, the opening batsman, scoring 78 from just 49 deliveries. So the final of the SA20 being played in Johannesburg, and that is on Saturday, and the start of that game will be at 5:30. That's Namibian time. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend, and we talk international sport again on Monday. Goodbye.